Fix it, John here. I know I told you I was going to put the AC unit in, but we got a really good smoking deal on somebody else putting it in for it's $8,950. That's still a lot of money, but by the time I get everything and put it all together, I might have saved maybe $1,000, $2,000. But I've got other things to do. Otherwise, I'd do it. Plus, I think I'm going to get me that federal license to where I can handle gas and don't have to go through a middleman. So we got it done for $89.50. We'll get it done for $89.50. But I asked the AC guy if I could go ahead and remove this air handler, this evaporator, so I can rebuild this deck. And we've got a hole in it down here, and I'm going to throw a sheet of plywood over it and clean it up. But yeah, he said I could go ahead and pull this evaporator out. I had the power shut off, so all I got to do is disconnect the 220 and the low voltage and cut this line. This line's already cut, the suction line and the liquid line. Got a hole down there, and I think one of the kids put a skateboard through it, but I'm not going to remove that because it's insulated. I'm just going to throw a sheet of plywood over it to give it a little more durability. But right here, look at this goofy crap we got going on here. I put this here just to keep it insulated a little better. That foil foam, and that's a garbage job too in itself, but what else you gonna do? And then I sprayed some foam from underneath in here. But yeah, what a bad job that was. And then it's all rotten here, right there. So if I would have my ruthers, I would hang it from the ceiling and get rid of that dumb box, but we don't want to put any more money into it than we have to. So that's what I'm going to do. Another reason why I wanted to go ahead and remove it, I want to paint behind it. I don't want it to look as trashy as it does now. All right, hopefully that's a little bit better. Already tested it with an ohm meter, so we're safe. And I don't know why they use copper and aluminum, but they did. There's aluminum right there. Pull that out. Look what they did to the grounding wire over here. See right there? They cut that. It's probably oversized anyway. It was probably leftover or something, but. All right, let's see if we can get this nut off here. I'm gonna cut it out so we can get this air handler out of here. Voila! Just like the rich kids. Two-man job. Get a helper. You big sissy. Leave a professional do it. They'll do a good job. Now look at that crap there, that gigantic hole. I put that foam in there and that metal over top it because that's all I had, but this top here needs to go. And I foamed all this up. But yeah, people say, why are you doing it? Why do you do it, Fix It, John? Just leave a professional do it. Now, I'm sure there's good professionals out there, but there's crap ones too that just get by. Look how thin that board is. That's gonna flex and leak and everything. Rotted out here. I got me some 3/4 inch. I'll cut this one out right here. I'm gonna cut it out right here on this seam. And I'll just use the razor blade for that. That way I can take this top off and replace it and fix the front and that hole down there. If I was putting this AC unit in, I would have hung it. I would have moved the ductwork this way and that way and hung it horizontally. Look at it all. Look at all the room that eats up. Look at that crappy drywall work there. Oh, yeah. All that's got to be. I'm gonna rip that crap out too. I don't know why it looks. That may have rotted out and they replaced it once, so, yeah. Got a loose board in there. Pretty crappy. Look at that. They put bracing over the return ductwork. No bracing over top of the evaporator. Hopefully I can fix this drywall. I'll see if I can, but this is not nailed to anything. There's just a board behind it. There should be a stud to nail to, and whoever did this wasn't a drywall guy. There's a board. I mean, they meant well, but they didn't do it good, so probably have to redo it. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just put plywood all the way around it. Pretty sad job whoever built this. The bracing right there is cut. This bracing wasn't nailed to anything, and that was cut halfway in that way. Alright guys, I don't know, I can't remember showing you, but I took all, ripped all that drywall off, patched a hole there, and patched a hole over here, but yeah, right there, there was some funky drywall work. I mean, I swear. And I would have had the same BS. I mean, it came to over here, I think I showed you, and there was a board behind the drywall, but it wasn't attached to anything, so it was bowing out. So yeah, we're gonna throw another piece of drywall in here and try to make it right. Guys, there's the drywall, 5/8. Fire shield type X. That's what you need in the garage. Or the ceiling, for that matter. Fix it John here. Lighting's not the best, so I'm not a professional YouTuber anyway. Put some duct seal on here last night. It had a big gap down there. You could see daylight through it. And just went duct seal all over it. Down there at the bottom, there was a gap from there all the way down on that side. So I filled all that in. But anyway, yeah, we got it all sealed up. It was sucking air like you would not believe. But what I'm gonna do right now, I'm gonna sand this down, and it doesn't have to be perfect, but it's better than what was there. A broken piece of sheetrock. I don't even know how that passed inspection. So yeah, I mean, I'm not looking for perfection back here because it's going to be hidden. Then I'm going to spray some wall texture on it. Just that wall texture on the king, because I don't want to get my machine out and spray it. But oh yeah, I got some, this garage is a disaster area. Got me some brushes and paint down at Sherwin-Williams. I'm going to be putting a cashmere finish on it, so you know this is a garage. So we went with something just under the gloss, and that's cashmere or semi-gloss. I don't care for semi-gloss. I think it looks briar-fied. Right there, that was all open. I mean, it didn't have any tape on it. No drywall tape or no drywall mud in there at all. Right there in that corner. Just a big gap, same way right here. All the way down the crack there. It was like the drywall guys hadn't finished before the AC guys showed up and installed the AC unit. This is the most important thing on this job. It could be any coffee though, just as long as it's hot. I'm gonna prime that bare drywall over here. John, I just wanted to show you my little handy paint pail. You can put it on your hand like that and it's adjustable. I like to hold it like this with my thumb on the outside, that way in case it would fall, I could grab it with my thumb. But it has these little liners here. That way you don't have to clean that thing out every time. You just take that little plastic liner and toss it out. But I'll leave a link to it. You can get it at Amazon, Lowe's. It's better than carrying a whole gallon around with you. It's a handy paint pail. It's called Made in USA. But when you rebuild one of these plenums, make sure you caulk it all up here where you're putting the plywood. And I put some fresh mastic right in here and on the floor there, so it's double sealed. You don't want to suck any air that hasn't been through the AC unit. Unconditioned air, that's what I'm trying to say. You don't want to suck any unconditioned air through your plenum here. And another thing, you do not want to suck any fumes through it either. Say like somebody left the car running, or there's a gas leak on your hot water tank or something. Make sure that sucker's sealed up. It'll be sealed here. I've got it doubly sealed here. Inside there, it's sealed inside now. This had sheetrock here. All right, guys, I had to pick up a few more things at Lowe's. Got me a plumb bob, just so these guys, I don't know them. So I'm gonna run a plumb bob from that corner down to here, that corner, and that corner down to here, and mark it. The bottom of the air handler is even bigger. It's bigger than that, but that'll get us pretty close to where we can cut it. I'm also going to run the plumb bob from this corner down here, this corner down here, and so on. So I know exactly where to cut. Looks a lot better than that piece of crap that was sitting there before, that's for sure. Let's fix it, John. I'm gonna wrap this video up, but before I do that, I'm gonna show you what I got done behind me. There it is, guys. Those guys did a fabulous job. They really, really tremendously. I'm glad I rebuilt that. I'm sure they wouldn't have taken the time I did with that, but this unit now blows so hard that it whistles, and I'm not complaining either. So yeah, I think we paid $89.50 for it. Wife takes care of all that. I'm just a knucklehead here, fixing stuff. But yeah, well, of course she asked me, you know, and I thought it was a good deal. But so yeah, I hope you guys like this video. Like and subscribe and give me a thumbs up. The inspector's going to be here next Tuesday. Today's Friday, so fix it, John. Thanks for watching. Moving on to the next project.